composer, lyricist, arranger, and music producer known for his work across film, television, and theater. You know him from his work on When Harry Met Sally, The Addams Family, Sister Act, South Park, and Saturday Night Live. There's your price of admission right there, you Broadway nerds. He's also the co-writer of the Broadway musical Hairspray, alongside his longtime co-lyricist Scott Whitman. He's been nominated for multiple Academy Awards. He's a Tony, Emmy, and Grammy Award winner. What more do you want to know? No, panel, I swear to God, you better put your hands together for Mark Shaman!
Oh, thank you. Wow, thank you so much. This is all very exciting. You guys are in for a real treat tonight. Will you put your hands together for Broadway legend, September L. Davis?
What kind of horseshit was that? What kind of horseshit? You got an amazing intro, and you put your hands together for September L. Davis?
I said Broadway legend.
That is bullshit, all right? That's bullshit. We're gonna do this again. We're gonna do this right, Mark.
Well, what do you want me to
I'm
say?
not asking, I'm telling.
I didn't prepare anything, September.
You have to say something. You have to say something. All right, asshole?
I'm not getting paid for this. I'm doing this as a favor. Okay, thank you all for coming, everybody.
You already said that. You said that earlier. I want something a little bit better, clearer, and a little bit more celebratory and explanatory. You had an incredibly long, incredibly glamorous intro.
Okay, you know what's going to happen here today? In this room, your lives are going to change forever because you're going to be in the presence of not only a living legend, but an incandescent icon.
It's a little better. All right, do you bring him? Will you give him my intro, please? Thank you. Thank you.
You really want me to say all this?
Be professional, please.
I have worked with this performer, this theatrical magician, 5 times, and I can say with absolute certainty that this is the most brilliant songbird I have ever known. A voice that raises the level of perfection and beauty to such a height that no one will be able to duplicate it. September L. Davis is a Lortel, Obie, Drama Jazz, Helen Hayes, and Jeff Award nominated living legend, best known for her work in Zigzag, A Garden for Eunice, and the celebrated revivals of The Miracle Worker, Butterflies Are Free, My Fair Lady, Can Can, and The Bells Are Ringing. She holds the record for the longest non-winning streak of Tony nominations in New York stage history. Her early career was defined by her You really want me to say all this?
Can you please commit and read?
Her early career was defined by her collaborations with composer and former husband Danny Schiff, netting unforgettable turns in Bingo, Ringin' the Rodeo, and importantly, Radioactive or Marie Curie's Marvelous Mishap. This is long, I mean, really? Okay.
It's a storied and colorful career.
September, I need to remind you, I have a flight at 12:15 at the Vegas airport, which when they said Broadway in Vegas, I thought it was only going to be 10 minutes from the venue. Anyway, her rendition of Nope thrilled both critics and audiences alike and earned her a Grammy nomination. Following her second marriage to Stephen Sharpey of the Sharpey Permanent Marker Dynasty, as September L. Sharpey, she originated roles in Rocket's Red Glare, The Carpenters on Broadway, alongside John Stamos, and earned a Barrymore nomination for the portrayal of Vivian Baring in Wit at Liberty Bell Playhouse. Following her divorce, she wrote and starred in the one-woman show September's Autumn, about the journey to reclaim her maiden name. On the small screen, Ms. Davis has appeared on Law & Order SVU, Law & Order Criminal Intent, and the regular old Law & Order. September is a proud winner of a regional Emmy for her profile in San Diego, today a national honoree of the Hammer Toe Awareness Association, and the author of Eating Your Way to Vocal Health, a fish diet for singers and others, for which she has earned the honor of Amazon's Choice in the category of self-help, vocal health, nonfiction. Please welcome 5-time Tony nominee and my closest living friend, September L. Davis.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. How wonderful to see all of you. what a blessing. What a blessing to be here. Oh my goodness. Mark, we go way back.
Oh yeah.
Thank you so much for that. Mark, how many shows did we do together?
We did 5, and none of them worked.
Terrible. Just all stinkers. Stinkers, every single one of them. Your writing was just way off.
Well, you were a human monster.
Well, that's it. People say that. We can tease each other because we're practically rambling. Can you remember any of the shows that we did?
Look Before You Leave.
Yes, that was a good one. The musical, not the play. Right, that's right. And
Then we did Emperor
it was
Penguin.
wonderful. The good book, again, not such a hot score, Said with Love. You just were a little checked out during that time. I know, you were dialed out. And it happens. It happens. But, and you do dial in sometimes, but you botched a lot of the music on that. You just botched it.
September, we are in front of.
Well, they're here just hear the real process, and that's part of what people come to these panels for. I know you and I both work with Nate Patton. It's a wonderful.
Yes, Nate
music
Patton
director.
couldn't be with us today.
No,
That's a
he-
shame.
Yeah,
He's a broken man.
he's a little broken, and part of it is he just doesn't dial in all the time as you mentored him. So he learned sort of how not to focus when it's needed at time. But anyway.
Hey, we have a really great panel today.
We do.
September.
We do.
We're going to be joined by the incredibly talented Tony-nominated Anna Gasteyer.
That's right, yes. But before, yes, she's going to be joining us, which will be a whole lot of fun. People get a kick out of her, of course. All right, Mark, before we get into it, I just want to stop everything and I'd like to say a blessing for our panel, if that's all right with everyone here. For my fans, of course, for this wonderful, wonderful moment. I've written up a blessing that I'd like to share with each of us. I'd like, for this benefit, I'd like to ask all of us to join hands, although the last time I did that, somebody found it triggering. So if you find it triggering, please don't join hands. And if you want to make eye contact, that's okay, but if you find that triggering, please don't do that. Please don't do it. I mean, basically, during my blessing today, I think what we should do is no one should look at anyone at all. Just bow your heads in sort of a non-denominational way and close your eyes, unless that is triggering. You don't want to trigger everybody in any way. But if that's true, just stare at the floor. That'll be fine. Okay. Could you please ask the dog not to be so distracted? Is that a German Shepherd Pound mix? I'm a pound person. Everybody knows it. What's his name? Billy. Welcome, Bill. All right, here we go. Here we go. Dear Creator, Mark, you can close your eyes if you're triggered.
Gladly.
Dear Creator, our source and our provider, the artist that molded us all out of nothing. I'm so grateful for everything you've given me, a singing voice that is as sweet and pure as a Spider Maserati, a career that is the envy of Patti LuPone and Bernadette Peters, just to name two out of so many thousands. And to my sweet September heads, my September babies, my ginger snaps, I want to thank you all. That's what we're here for. I want to thank you all for getting me through it and for mostly helping me get through my death earlier this year. During a preview of the show I was doing up in Timberwolf, Canada, Proof, a new musical about love, loss, and math, a revival. As you all know, I hit the sharp edge of a giant protractor and I rolled off the stage. And I want to thank you. I want to thank you all for helping me through my 20-minute death and my resurrection. And I want to thank you, especially for easing me through the news that the Royal Canadian Mounties have now opened an investigation into the accident because they believe it may have been attempted murder. Thank you, Creator, for helping me get through so many career disappointments, like when my role in Tony-winning Schming of Doom was ripped away from me by Anna Gasteyer, who will be a guest on this dais later. It was a painful time all of you all made bearable for me. And thank you also for keeping me alive through all my medical issues, through my recurring hammer toe, of course, my lazy eye scare, and my 2 hysterectomies, the one that worked and the one that did not. And thank you so much for keeping my spirits up through my ongoing battle with addictions to such substances as Klonopin, Bailey's Irish Cream, Molly, Kit Kat bars, Whippets, NyQuil, NyQuil PM, NyQuil for kids, bath salts, and big dogs. And finally, I want to thank you all. Thank you and you, Creator, for getting me here for this now moment where I'm so present and I'm so open. And aside from really, really stupid questions from very, very stupid people who I interact with, to everyone else that you have in store for me, I say to you, my source, my Creator, Yes to it all. Amen, or the non-denominational almond. I think it's I think we all feel a little bit more grounded, don't we?
Well, in that incredibly beautiful blessing.
Thank you.
Lengthy, but beautiful.
It's important to cover so many, there's so many stones in a river and you have to turn them all over in a blessing.
But you mentioned what happened during this revival of
Yes.
Proof.
So as you know, yes.
An alleged...
Yes. Yeah. So as you know, I've been involved, I was involved in the original production of Proof, a new musical. It's a beautiful piece. It was written by Wallen and Dunn, R.I.P. David Auburn, the playwright, shut us down after seven performances because unfortunately we had obtained the rights from David Albert, who was a schizophrenic sociology student at NYU. It was one of those clerical errors, and it got ugly and it got legal and it got litigious. Well, my ex-husband, I think you're familiar with Stephen Sharkey.
Which one?
I've got 5. Believe me, there's stories there, but we don't have enough time on this panel to cover all my marriages. But I've remained very, very close to Stephen Sharkey of the Sharkey Permanent Marker family. And he has he's been such a wonderful producer. As you know, and Stephen Sharkey knew I'd been going through a hard time. You know, after Anna Gasteyer took my role.
Gasteyer.
After I took, it's such a tough name. I'll tell you what, it's one of those names you think, my God, girl, pick a stage name. If her name had been, I don't know, Tina Smith, she would be working so much more.
What is the situation between you two?
We're colleagues now, and we're now friends. I'll tell you what happened. She scooped in, you know, stunt casting on Broadway, and that's what they do. And I know from the guys sell tickets. Well, I had gone really down the road on Schmigamadoo. I had talked with the creative team. I offered all kinds of creative ideas. I offered nudity. I offered title. I put in 2 additional numbers for myself that I thought were very, very successful. At any rate, in the 11th hour, they went with stunt casting with a skit actress. And
I think they like to call it sketch.
That was
skit.
Well, I'm not going to mince words when we're talking about an idiot wearing a wig. All I'm saying is, I'd like to talk about Proof. No, go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to get back to the fact that there's talk that perhaps your possible 20 minutes of death was brought on by a murder, if I could say.
What I'm saying is, it has now been investigated. It is under investigation by the Royal Canadian Mounties. Because the protractor, could we bring that picture back up, please? The protractor in our set. You know, so Proof isn't a play about math and mental illness, and we thought, wouldn't it be fun to make it a musical? You know, and early on, and Stephen Sharkey, my former husband, said, September, this thing's got to come to life. Because, and I'm always good at adding creative ideas as a producer, so I added a love triangle for the dead professor, where I played his former...
A love triangle.
A love triangle, exactly. Now you're seeing where we went with it.
Yes.
There's a lot of math and dimension and hummable tunes about mental illness. And that itself. So it's just a wonderful piece. So many people here, I'm sure, are here because they know the music of Proof.
I mean, I never would have thought of making a musical of Proof.
And that's the point. That's the point. Isn't it? You see what I'm saying here?
The point,
You understand what I'm
speaking
saying?
of the...
Exactly, got it. I would move you, but I'm...
Now, have they lined up possible suspects?
So the Mounties are investigating because this thing swung out of nowhere. Of course, all the stagehands were interviewed, but I'm not going to lie. A lot of people there were issues with. Anna Gasteyer was accused.
Gasteyer.
I don't think she did it. And frankly, after she lost her Tony, we were able to talk. We found some common ground.
Well, no one really loses.
Well, as a 5-time loser, I said, Anna, I get it. I see you, girl. And I actually convene a society. There are a bunch of us who get together. Andrew Randalls, who was here last night, a number of us get together once a month at Anita La Mama Gelato in Midtown. There's a basement. We have a meeting. It's called the Tonyless Club.
I wouldn't know about that because I...
Well, you would never be invited because we talk about our real hatred and violent feelings towards people like you. And we just work through it in an open, it's a safe space for us, and I think that matters because we still have to go on. That's what we do. We're artists, Mark. You understand. You, as an artist, you know. So there is an investigation open. And they are looking into it. Where the hell is Anna Gastower, by the way? I thought she was going to be joining us, and she's looking pretty late. Anyway.
I'm getting some sign language from backstage that she's stuck in an elevator
That
and
old
might
chestnut.
not make it.
That old chestnut. How many elevators are here at the...
Well, I think possibly she was in an elevator in Vegas. She thought it was Broadway in Vegas.
That's probably what happened.
Not
Now that I
Broadway,
think-
at
that's
the lake.
correct. Not at Lake Las Vegas, Nevada. Where are we?
I do not know where we are.
I believe we're near Reno.
I know I got in the car from the airport and then we drove a really long
And I'll tell you,
time.
we drove for a long time, and there were a lot of triggers for me because, you know, I have addiction issues. And I said, just keep going. I don't want to stop it in and out. You know, that kind of thing. And next thing I knew, we were here. So, Proof is a beautiful piece, and
I know you perhaps would like to sing a song from Proof if the crowd here would like. I'd like to make it very clear I did not write the music or the lyrics.
but I bet you wish you did. They're so clever. And Wallen, R.I.P. again. We've gone so far down the road, and that's why this new revival is just so powerful and cut so short.
How did they die, the writers of Proof's musical?
One of them is still alive, but dead to me. So
I'm going to move over to the piano. I believe there's music.
yes, we're gonna. So let me just set this up a little bit. We're going to be singing Miscalculation. So many people know this. I think they did it at the Jimmy Awards last week. And this, of course, is my part, Denise, the dead professor's lover. And in this new version, she discovers that he's cheated on her. His ghost has cheated on her. So I'm going to be singing Miscalculation. Should I stay all the way over here? I guess you could just stay here and I can see center stage. I requested a music stand, but I guess it didn't make it into the rider. Oh, let me sing it, yes. As your colleague and lover, I need to know who Denise is, Robert. 1 + 1 does not equal 3. By adding her, you don't include me. I'm asking you to detect reasonably. Take away her. Pick it up, honey. Take the she from me. It's kind of dragging. Yeah, pick it up lightly. The love we had was divided by her. The work of a common denominator. A negative addition quantitatively. Wait for me. Wait for me. Try as smart as her, nice, and take she from me. Good. You changed the equation by the power of 3. How many times did you go into me? A different fraction of feeling would help you to see this rational number you put on me. I've lost where we are.
A bad calculation?
Okay, you know, it's hard because it's not unlike doing a proof, if you think about it.
I'm just surprised that you have been performing this and yet you're still holding the music.
You know what happened? It's such a triggering event because I was almost killed by that protractor. And so what I'm doing is kind of call it an exposure therapy. And I'm not going to lie, I feel very vulnerable sharing this. But being up here, I kept wanting to check and say, is the protractor above me? A bad calculation, 2 nth degree. I don't like you from this angle intentionally. I think she's a 0 exponentially. Robert, do the subtraction. Take she from we. You're rushing, honey, you're rushing. A story with a magical label. Then you pull down my chair to the 2 times table. You multiplied us incorrectly. This irrational number you put on me. 1 + 1 cannot equal 3. If you're adding her, You can't count on me. You're carrying the wrong one. Can't you see the sum of the problem? Oh, what a problem. Us minus her makes you and me. By adding her in, there's no more we. She minus me, minus you, sets you free. And negative me plus negative she. And negative she plus negative me. And positive me minus you plus negative she. Please. I'm going to talk to someone very soon about transferring out of the mathematics department. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do a very good job citing that.
Wow, I was never good at math. Those lyrics, hard to follow.
I'll tell you what, because there's so, oh, bless your heart, bless your heart. Another blessing to you, a blessing to you.
Now, what's coming up in the future?
Well,
September.
we've got something very, very big coming. And I want you all to open up your phones. You can go to septemberldavis.com after the panel, not right now because we're in the middle of the panel, but after the panel. What I'd like to do is open up your phones and go to septemberldavis.com because we've got big, big news coming in the fall in New York City. I'm not going to tell you what borough, and I'm not going to tell you the title.
Wouldn't that help?
But I am going to let you know we've got big, big, big news, and it's going to have many of my extraordinarily famous friends. Not Mark, because he's not that well known, but other people, other dear, dear friends like Mark, who are well known in the community and outside of the community, just who've expanded beyond Broadway. You know, well, I know that you've got the Oscars, but they're largely sort of theater based. Right. Are you an EGOT?
No, thank you for bringing it up.
I'd like to offer you something besides a subscription to HelloFresh that I'm getting you as a gratitude. I'd love for you to join us at Anita Gelato La Mama, because if you are upset about not having an EGOT, there's a space that you can be safe.
I have lost seven Oscars. I've lost September.
We would welcome you at our Tony less, in your case, Oscar less. I don't mean to put a name to it, but sometimes just saying it.
Maybe this is a good time to open it up to Q&A for the audience.
I wonder if there are any questions. If there are, I would be very honored to answer. Anyone? Is there any question? Mark made it very clear that he's got it.
Oh.
Hi, I go to Anita Gelato every day. What's your favorite order?
It depends on if I'm in recovery. Because I do love pistachio, but what'll happen sometimes is when I'm rageful, and as I'm sure you feel all the time about your Oscar losses, I will find that I self-medicate through gelato. And so that, what I try to do on those days is enter through the alley. Because we meet in the basement.
The gentleman up front here had a question, but I think he might have lost his train of thought.
So I wanted to prepare a question because I did a lot of research on this, and I know that Seth Meyers is trying to produce a musical called Cicada Cicada, and this is something that Mark Shaven was tied to in one of his interviews with Seth Meyers. And my question is, I know that Christine Baranski was tied to the cicada from Cicada Cicada. So why not September L. Davis to play the cicada from Cicada Cicada?
You know, this is where good ideas start. That's why we do here.
I have been waiting to hear news about this, and the last time I heard anything was from Harvey Weinstein, Firestein.
Harvey Weinstein is producing along with Scott. I think it's going to be a powerful piece.
You know, September and I have a long history, and things just never work out on the show, so it just seemed healthy.
Yet, and that's why we're sitting here today. Because I think when we crowdsource casting, because we want to know something, nobody wanted Anna Gastower in Schmigadoon. Nobody wanted Anya Gasteyer in Schmigadoon. What they wanted was September L. Davis. They wanted a living legend who brought all of her background and creative ideas. Like I said, creative nudity, a great ending, a couple of extra numbers, and a proposed title change.
You know, not to change the subject, but your hair. You've been featuring this hairstyle since the mid-70s.
I'm a natural ginger. You know what happened? Well, I recently had a big milestone birthday, as you may be aware. When I turned 43, what I said, I said, September, darn it, let's be who we are. Because I wore blonde for a long time. I straightened and I wore blonde, and I thought, darn it, I'm a ginger and I'm proud of it. Any gingers here? Is that my gingers? There are no gingers. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. You changed the subject very quickly, and it really brought the room into a deathful, sort of almost hateful silence. It's very uncomfortable. Any more questions? Does Billy have any questions? Can I bring Billy up on stage? Would Billy do all right? Will he bite? No. What a darling little, aren't you the cute? Oh, aren't you the cute? Let me ask you, what's your favorite show that I get? Oh, are you a fan of something? You know, baby? Are you a baby? If you like Pomeranians, I have 3 pounds.
Yeah, he's a Victorian pom.
He's a Victorian pom.
Which I guess just means
thought that.
down.
I'm a member of that society. Oh my goodness, is he gorgeous? Is he gorgeous?
He was a rescue, so that's what they told us.
Oh, bless his heart. Billy, you're a good boy. Oh, you know I love you.
September, have you ever been able to be a pet owner?
Yes, I have.
That's a lot of
I
responsibility.
have 3 poms.
And thinking about someone else outside of yourself.
I have a staff. My staff takes care of the poms for me. But I love them. I love them to death. I love them to death. I don't know what I would do without poms.
Would you know how to feed a dog?
Of course. Of course. Well, I'm an expert on nutritional health when I'm dialed in. Because, you know, that's what my book. All right, we have one more question.
Hi there. I know that Anna Gessler played Elphaba in Wicked, and I was wondering if you had ever been in the show, or if not, who would you play?
Well, I've been in talks about possibly going in as Glinda. Right now, because I do have an incredible higher, head voice and range. And I play so many ages. I'm one of those lucky actors that they look at me and they say, September's ageless. So I've been talking with Chelsea and so forth. If they need a little, casting boost or a pop, maybe just a couple months sprint.
You'd be willing to go blonde again?
I would go blonde in that case. I would, because I think it's, I just think it would be. I would never want to play Elphaba because I think it's kind of a screamy role, and I think she's just so angry.
Were you here last night? Did you hear Anna Gessler's fantastic?
Oh no, I wasn't here last night.
Oh, were you
What do you
invited?
mean? I was invited, but I ran into some transport issues. So they drove me to a different lake. And I was about 3.5 hours away, and I got there and I said, where's the Broadway convention?
It's a shame you missed it. It was a wonderful concert.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was a lot of fun. But I think we can all agree. Ellen is such a harsh sound, and Hannah's voice is fine. It's a capable pedestrian voice. But I wouldn't want to scream a defying gravity type. I think I'd want to stay in my own register because it's so clear.
Is there anything else you'd like to cover as we come to the end of this gold panel?
No? Oh, we got a question right here. I see her.
What does the L stand for?
Thank you for asking. The question is what the L stands for. Legend is what I like to say. The truth of the matter is there are 2 September Davises in Actors Equity. And I had to scramble and add an initial in order for my very first job, which was called Wet My Whistle. And it was at a dinner theater outside of, in the Rockville area of Maryland.
Did you have a lot of work in dinner theater?
Early on, of course, we all did, right? Sing for your supper. I'm sure you were.
I never did. No, I
Oh, is
never
that
did.
right?
No.
Is that so? You were more piano bar type of you gay bar.
Well, I did work for Reese Prices for a few months.
That's nice. That would make sense for your track.
Do you like to go to Reese Prices?
I would like to, but I would be not. It's totally safe. From a security
You should try it. No, I think you fit right in. I think you blended.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, well, beautiful sentiment, yeah. Well, I would get a kick out of it. I would get, maybe I'll come, if you go with me.
All right.
I'm just so lucky to be here. It was wonderful. But this was a lot of fun. You're the moderator, so I'm gonna let you close it up.
All right, well, I have a 12:15 flight, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope you're going to enjoy the rest of the day in September. I hope.
I'll be signing, and I can get some photographs, of course. I hope I get one with Billy. And of course, please do go to septemberldavis.com. Not only do we have information about our upcoming event that we're going to be letting everyone know, but we have wonderful merchandise that you might like to wear.
And let's give our thanks to Nate Patton,
Let's
who
thank
couldn't
you.
be here today.
So sorry, such a disappointment, really, more than anything else. He said I might be there, and I don't know what that meant.
Perhaps he's lost the will to live. Have you all seen the videos of September and Nate Patton online?
It's wonderful.
You know what we're speaking of?
On my Instagram. Check
You're
it
all out there. There are people out here, correct? Yes.
What's the Instagram, honey?
Official September L. Davis.
Official September L. Davis. Give me a follow and check out Nate.
You should watch.
It's a lot of fun. Well, I just think you were a wonderful audience. I thought I so appreciate being amongst people who love me as much as I do love you. I think it ends it.
Yes.
Good night. God bless you all. God bless you. I think that went pretty well, Mike.
Just left the stage, please.